Hi, it's Michelle with Books Cause Insomnia. I'm here to do my third and final vinyl collection video. I've done two other ones. One is records that I like to listen to when I'm reading. The second one is records from my childhood, and then this one is my Christmas records. A few of you had asked to see this video, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. If you have any other requests for any vinyl videos, let me know. I think this is it, though, if I don't hear anything from you guys, because I feel like I've covered most of it at this point. I will have links to these albums, or at least one song from each of them, down in the description box. So you might want to check that out, because I think that a lot of this music is very timeless and worth listening to if you're wanting to decorate your home, or just maybe sit and read and get in the holiday spirit, or maybe if you're cleaning. I like listening to music when I clean too. You know, something like that. It might be kind of neat to put one of these videos for one of these records on and just enjoy the old time sound. Now, I'm a little bit old fashioned when it comes to not all my music taste. Well, maybe I am. Most of the music I like is from the 40s and 50s, or the 80s or 90s. And there may be stuff before 1900. Like I do like a lot of classical music. I was a dancer and I got exposed to a lot of classical music and ballet, and I do love classical music, but I don't really like much past the year 2000. I'm not saying I don't like any of it, but there's a lot of it I could do without. So maybe I am very old-fashioned in my music taste, but some people really happen to love older music. So if you do, this video is for you. This first album is "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" by Fred Waring and his Pennsylvanians. And this is one of those 33.5 RPM records that is unbreakable, they say. So that's kind of fun. Some people like to collect the unbreakable albums. Some people don't care for them, but that's what this one is. And I had learned there's some fun information about him. Fred Waring was, oh gosh, what was his nickname? Basically, he was considered excessively good at teaching people how to sing. But the other thing that I learned about him was that he financially backed the first company that made the first electric blender. So I feel like we have him to thank for electric blenders. And gosh, only God knows what else might have been invented because of the electric blender. Probably a lot of things. So that's kind of cool. This music to me kind of sounds like, if you've seen the movie A Christmas Story with Ralphie, this sounds like that kind of music to me. Just that old school 50s sound. And this is, it says it's a long play album. It's weird, I don't see the year anywhere. I wanted to tell you what year this album came out, but I don't know. And I love, I like the sound of vinyl music, or music on vinyl, more than any other format. If I'm honest, there's just something so beautiful about the vinyl sound, I think. So I do look for records when I go to thrift shops, because they seem to be such a good price there. If I go to a record store, forget about it. It's pretty expensive to buy these. Or if you go on eBay or something, a lot of times they're pretty expensive. This poor jacket is, sorry about the glare here. A bunch of different price tags on here. But this is Barbra Streisand, A Christmas Album. Sorry about the sound in the background. We have a freeze warning going on in Vegas right now. It's going to get in the low 30s, maybe the upper 20s tonight. And it's really cold, so we have the heater on. This is kind of a fun record. I looked it up. And so she did her Sorry about the glare. Move it back here. She did her own interpretation of 4 Christmas songs when she was in London and she was pregnant with her son. And she was asked to finish an entire album or make more songs so she could do a full album because the music world really liked those 4 songs. I guess her record label or something. When she was filming Funny Girl in LA, she recorded the rest of the songs on here. And it's funny because when I was kind of looking into this album, I discovered a lot of people love this album. They think it's her greatest holiday album. She says out of all the albums she's ever done, which if you look it up, she's done a lot of albums, this is her least favorite one because she said that when she was in LA, she had laryngitis and she thinks her voice is absolute crap on here. So I thought that was kind of funny. I don't notice. To me though, Barbra Streisand, I mean, I don't know if she's ever had a bad singing day in her life. I'm sure she's going to disagree, but I mean, she can still sing even now, all these years later, which is pretty amazing. And sorry about the price tags. I haven't taken the time to get them off yet. If you saw my video about how to get price tags off of books, it's the same way with records. It can be done, but it's kind of takes a long time. And because I use a hair dryer, I take the album out of the jacket before I get the stickers off, just to be safe. I don't want to melt the album or anything. And I've been lazy lately. But I have not listened to this one yet. This is Meet Me in St. Louis. It's the soundtrack. And it's kind of funny because I want to know what you think. Is this a Christmas album? Is this a Christmas movie? To me it is. But according to the internet, there's only 25 minutes of this movie that take place at Christmas. But one of the greatest songs, really of all time in my personal opinion, but definitely one of the greatest Christmas songs of all time, is Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, which took place in this movie. So I don't know, how do we not consider it a Christmas movie? I think it is, but I would love to hear your input on that. Show you the back here. See, right here is a Christmas scene. It's got the snowman. They're eating, I think that's Christmas dinner. I just love Judy Garland though. Do you have a favorite singer that's from the past, from the 40s or 50s? For me, she's it. Now this one, it's still completely in the plastic. It has not been opened, so it's still sealed. I don't know if this is worth money. I haven't had a chance to look it up, but because I don't know, I haven't opened it up. I don't want to open it up and then find out it's worth like $900 or something, right? But this is the original soundtrack of the Holiday Inn, and it does have Bing Crosby singing White Christmas, which I think is another one of the best Christmas songs of all time. And the sad part is I have not seen this movie. I need to though, because I love old Christmas movies. Do you? Okay, then we've got Johnny Mathis, Sounds of Christmas. I really like his rendition of A Marshmallow World and The Little Drummer Boy, and those are both on here. Now, one little collection I have found that I just love, and it's this hidden gem that I didn't know about until a friend of mine who used to be a DJ in the 50s gave me a bunch of records. He was cleaning out his house and he knows that I love records. He said, you can keep them or you can get rid of them or you can sell them, but I know you love vinyl, so I want to give them to you. I'm somebody that appreciates them, right? And there was 3 records that are True Value hardware store holiday records. Have you ever heard of these? I don't remember these, but apparently they went well through the 90s. It was something that they did as a promotional thing every year at Christmas. But I think these albums are actually pretty good. And this one is my favorite one. This one is volume 15. This one has the Robert Shaw choral singing Carol of the Bells, which I think is a beautiful song. It's also got Julie Andrews and Andre Previn singing Sunny Bank. It's got Henry Mancini's chorus and orchestra doing We Three Kings, which I think is really beautiful. It's a really good album. I really enjoy this one. It's did I say that it's my favorite one? I'm going to tell you again, it's my favorite one. Out of the, not of all the records, but of the True Value hardware stores records. I've also got this one, which is volume 18. I'll show you the back so you can see what's on here. And then I've got this one, which is volume 23. This one's probably my least favorite one. It's from the 80s, and it's got songs on it it's got some really good songs on it. It's got Merry Christmas Baby by Chuck Berry, which I really love that song. And it's got White Christmas by Bing Crosby and The Greatest Little Christmas Ever by Ray Stevens. But then they threw a couple of songs in there that I'm not as fond of. So I'm not saying I don't enjoy the album, but there's a couple of songs I skip over when I listen to it. If you were to go to a midnight mass, if you think about the kind of music you would hear there with the organs and the harps and a choir, that's what this is. This is Carols from New College, choir of New College in Oxford. And it's just a very beautiful, traditional Christmas sounding record. I happen to really love this one. I found it very relaxing and soothing, and it's really good to listen to, I think, when reading. These next 5 albums are my favorite ones. Hands down. I just think they're amazing. I've got Bing Crosby's Merry Christmas. This one has pretty much any song that you might want to hear him sing at Christmas time. It's got Mele Kalikimaka. It's got Christmas in Killarney. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Of course, it has White Christmas. It's a really good album. I hope the glare's not too strong on this. I've got Nat King Cole. And I think he has got one of the richest voices ever to exist. I think he's just got such a beautiful, awe-inspiring voice. It says, for this album, Nat King Cole's own contribution to Christmas, he has chosen a program of songs that are not only his own favorites, but the time-tested favorites of most people. Accompanying him in a variety of beautiful combinations are 2 orchestras and 3 choral groups, all under the direction of arranger-conductor Ralph Carmichael. The result, unique among musical presentations, is a definitive and majestic dedication to the spirit of the season. Never has the magic of Christmas been more beautifully expressed. This one does have Oh Holy Night on it, which he does such a beautiful rendition of that song. I could listen to him sing probably for years straight and not get tired of it. I just love that era of music. And then I've got the Sinatra Christmas album. Then I have Perry Como. And I have to say, I don't know what it is, but Perry Como, in my opinion, has such a relaxing, comforting voice. And I do really love listening to him, especially if I'm very stressed out. It just calms me right down. I was having a really bad day at work earlier today, and I put a couple Perry Como songs on, and I calmed right down. And I'm sure Brad's in the other room hearing that thinking, oh, well, I better put him on continuous repeat every time my wife is PMSing then. But it's true. He just really uplifts me, his voice. Then I've got Engelbert Humperdinck's Christmas Time. And you're going to laugh, but I love this album. I think it's so good. We need, I don't know, I hate to say this. I don't know if he's still alive. But if he is, we need him to do a residency in Vegas right now with his Christmas songs. We need to have, like, I don't know. We need to have him here, though, with, like, holiday showgirls with, like, you know, the white Christmas, like, kind of costumes. And we need this. He is so good. I don't know what it is, but he just, nobody gets me in the holiday spirit the way he does. It's just, and I know you're probably laughing at me. That's okay. I can laugh at myself too. But I think it's a really good album. I'm just saying. We're almost done if you're getting tired here. I've got this record here. It's actually a dual record called the Christmas album. And it's just got a bunch of holiday music. It's fun to listen to, but a lot of the songs on here aren't my favorites. Here is a rundown of that. If you like disco music, I recommend this next one. This is, if you want to dance around in your underwear while you clean, this is the album for you. It's Christmas Jollies, the Salsoul Orchestra, but it's very disco-esque holiday music. It's hard to not dance to it. And it's really fun. I mean, it might not be, you know, like maybe have like a glass of wine while you dance and clean or something. This is the one. And there's a cute little mouse on the back too. Isn't he cute? And I definitely have found this album on YouTube, so I will put that full album on there. I will put as much of the music as I can find on there. I will have links to my other 2 vinyl videos down in the description box as well, in case you want to watch them. I want to know, what is your favorite Christmas music or holiday music if you don't celebrate Christmas? What do you like to listen to in December? It doesn't even really have to be specified holiday music. I'm nosy. I just want to know what you listen to at this time of year. What gets you in that cozy, up by the fire with a mug of hot chocolate in the winter kind of mood. I would also like to know if you listen to vinyl records, or do you not? Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day or night. And if you do end up listening to these, happy listening. I love you. Bye.